may not have everything that other people have. You may not have the societal family background or status that other people have. You may not have the money that they have or the assets that they have. You may not have the connections that they have. You may not have the education that they have. But there is one thing which, if you have, will ultimately provide the leverage for you to achieve practically any goal that you want to achieve in our world. I call it staying power. On this broadcast today, we'll be discussing staying power. I'll be back after this break.
Success Power.
The journey of life is filled with many ups and downs, trips and turns. Many times we get confused, make grave mistakes that we could have avoided, and sometimes wish we could live life all over again. Now you don't have to make those mistakes anymore. Take advantage of this free ebook offer from Sam Adeyemi titled What I Would Do Differently: 7 Costly Mistakes to Avoid in Your Journey of Life. In it, Sam Adeyemi shares 7 mistakes he made and how he corrected them. These are experiences he has not shared anywhere else before. To get your copy, text SP bonus star first name star last name star email to 0816 0000377 or visit www.successpowermedia.com. What I Would Do Differently: 7 Costly Mistakes to Avoid in Your Journey of Life by Sam Adeyemi. It's free and is available online at www.successpowermedia.com. Get your copy today.
Success Power.
Welcome back. This is Success Power. We're discussing the topic staying power. Staying power is the quality or ability that allows someone or something to continue to be effective, successful, popular, and so on for a long period of time. Now that's from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. I'll take it again. Staying power is the quality or ability that allows someone or something to continue to be effective, successful, popular, and so on for a long period of time. There you are. One of the major reasons why many people are unable to translate their dreams into reality is the lack of staying power. The lack of the ability to hold on to something until it has achieved the goals that you want to achieve. There are too many of us who give up too soon. We give up too soon. We experience obstacles in the process of achieving success, and we take those obstacles, or should I say setbacks sometimes, as destiny telling us, no, you can't get it. It's not for people like you. See? The lack of persistence is one major reason why people fail. We live in a world where things are not perfect, where things don't always work out the first time that you try them. In fact, we live in a world where sometimes everything that could go wrong will go wrong. And it does seem like the odds are stacked up against you. I'll tell you this, anyone who has big dreams is going to attract challenges. Because I think there's a way that life is structured to sort out people who are serious about the achievement of their goals from those who are not serious about the achievement of their goals. I was studying, for example, about the principles of selling. And I was surprised when I discovered that 80% of sales are made after the 5th call. 80% of sales are made after the 5th call. And I thought to myself, How many people really have the capacity to keep going back to the same person and to hear no 4 times, 5 times, sometimes 6 times from the same person before you eventually hear yes? I think that most of us take failure personally. We take no for rejection. And because our esteem is tied to our accomplishment, we give up too soon because we absorb and internalize the pain that comes from being told no. But like I said, it just seems like it's the way life is designed, to sift out the people who are really serious about achieving their goals from those who are casual about the achievement of their goals. I've come to discover that many people who would love to be rich only wish that they could be rich. They don't want to be rich. Or should I use the word desire? Desire is for you to crave for something. The word you use to describe desire is hunger. Okay, for you to want something so much, you go in pursuit of that thing. Too many people want success to fall on their laps. They want success to just happen to them through happenstance. How many people have you seen like that? That's why there are only few people at the top. It doesn't work that way. When you set your goal and you take practical steps to achieve your goals, you got to make up your mind, I'm going to stay in here until this thing works out. When you have that quality of mind, when you have that quality of decision, I'm telling you, dear viewer, I'm telling you, you will eventually see the very same circumstances that did not work out turn around and work out. You will see doors that you've tried to open 5 times, but which were locked. Somewhere along the line you will try this same door and the door would open for you. But the challenge is that most people never stay long enough. They never try, many times enough to get to the point where what was not working yesterday will work for them now. They do not have staying power. It's one thing to dream. It's one thing, yes, to set goals. And I've seen many people who had dreams. But it's another thing entirely for you to see the fulfillment of your dreams or the achievement of your goals. I know that when we hear stories of people who made it, people who turned out well, people who achieved their goals, I know that when we hear those stories, they're sweet stories. When we come across people who are doing well, it's inspiring, it's encouraging. But I think most times that most of us do not ask people who are successful what happened in between where they had their dreams and goals and where they eventually saw their dreams happen. We do not happen, to ask what happened in between. We like to believe that someone succeeded overnight. All of a sudden, everything just changed. I used to know that guy, Everything just changed. You know what? It didn't just change. Oh, it just changed physically, but from the point at which the person had the dream and the goal, there was a lot of trying and moving forward and trying, sometimes even failing, sometimes falling down. Staying power. You and I need it. We need endurance. We need the capacity to stay steady in the midst of challenging situations. When things are not working well, we need to learn to stay there until we see our dreams fulfilled. Let me ask you, can you hold on to a dream for 5 years, for 10 years, for 20 years, for 30 years before you see the realization of your dream? I was reading, a book written by Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki, and Donald Trump was talking about a project. It was a real estate or property development project in New York, And he was on that project for over 20 years before everything eventually worked out for him to execute it. Then he asked the question,